Maybe. I always feel like I want to wait for people to show up, and then when it replays and other people watch it, they got to sit there and watch me looking stupid. So I guess I'm not going to do that. And look, already people have showed up, so that's cool. I enjoy it. What's up, Tim? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Well, sort of real good. Kind of. Cash, what's happening, my man? All right. Audio good and everything? I didn't test anything. I just started it because I trust my pewter. Marquise. Alex is missing all the cool people. Yeah, we got ourselves quite a little slowdown in the last week too. I thought that we were just getting ready to start the season, and then all of a sudden the bottom dropped out. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't like it. Oh yeah, graduation stuff. That's right. Happens every year. It's just we had such a slow start to this year. It just seemed like it was just starting to get started, and then this, and now we have to wait for this, and then we'll get into summer. What's up, Patrick? All righty. So yeah, it has been one of those days. Actually, one of those 2 days. I came in yesterday and discovered the website's acting all wonky. So, um, good news is it seems to be working, and we're slow. So hopefully, it's not giving people too hard of a time. I got to start my transfer today for sundistributing.com over to my own server. So that's exciting. And then they tell me that they're going to wait and make sure that I, you know, don't have any arguments about transferring it. So they'll transfer it in 5 days. I'm like, I've already waited 120 days for this damn thing. Yeah. Up, Clayton. Yeah, Alex is making orders, I think. Oh, yeah, he's cutting film. Exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. Being busy's good, Scott. Love it. We need more busy shops. Like all the shops need to be busy. What's your secret? Hmm. Oh, you got new buttons. Oh, set it into your restream software. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't do that. We'll just pass on that. Come back over here. Moving up, if you have your own servers now, that's huge. Financial investment and a big step in the business. Well, it's not really my server. I mean, I pay a lot of money for it, and I do have my own private server. I don't do the shared server thing because sometimes we get busy and I don't need it holding things up, and I don't trust them to not share my website on a server with 100 other websites. So yeah, I just kind of pay for my own private server so that the speeds are good. But the speeds ain't good right now because the website's doing wonky shit, and I got I'm on level 2 of technical support. They're trying to figure it out, but I don't, I don't know. It was good, and then it wasn't. Then I thought, well, there's a lot of updates to do. Maybe I need to do updates, and that didn't fix anything. So I don't know what's. So what you gonna do? So what's new in the world of the tint industry? I know I'm having a good time. I am having a fantastic time. Sorta. Oh, look, and phone calls coming in. Gotta love that. I enjoy the phone calls. Yeah, that's exciting. Orders. Although we did just have a bunch of orders come in. Uh-oh. Maybe I did make a mistake. I took a phone order and Alex was swearing to God. I gotta go tell Alex something. I'm back. Yeah, I goofed up. I took a phone order and I marked it as local pickup. And Alex was wondering, how come Scott hasn't been by? I'm like, Scott ain't coming by. We're shipping it. He says, no, he ordered and it says local pickup. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Don't be dumb. And then I just realized that, yes, it does. Oh, business model shift and started focusing on flat glass. Flat glass is a great avenue. If you can get into it and get it going, I mean, definitely a much better way to go. Uh-oh. Hold on one more second. Ah, yeah. So I had it muted. So all that stuff I just said, can you read lips? Damn it. I was just saying how this is just the Mondayest Tuesday I've had in a long time. It just is. I don't know. I want to know, but I don't know. It's 4:12. Did I lose some weight? Heck yeah, I lost some weight. I've lost about 35 pounds. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, that big old belly I used to have. Look at that shit. Yeah, almost got abs. Not quite. Apparently, to get abs, you got to do something, and I don't. So, you know, but yeah, that big old belly be gone. Here's the problem, though. The big old belly's gone because I was diagnosed with diabetes. Diabetes is stupid. But, people warned me when I was younger and I wasn't having any kind of problems, and I love me some sugar. And so, guess what? It finally caught up to me. Things were going wrong, and I went to the doctor, and he confirmed that, yeah, and it's pretty bad too. So, he put me on a little bit of medication and told me to get straight with my diet. So, I did. Um, so, yeah, got that all under control now ish. I'm almost in target range with my blood sugar, but I've only been fighting against it for 2 weeks, and I don't know. I feel like I'm making some leaps and bound progress. I don't know if any of you guys know anything about blood sugar, but the range is supposed to be between 90 and 130. My doctor said that I need to try to get under 150, because since I've been taking my um, blood sugar levels, my first reading was 417 with A1C. Last night I hit 144. Morning when I woke up, I was at 188. But yeah, so it's just been a constant battle. I don't know what an A1C is. I'm new at this. All I know is, 3 month average. I got a 2 week average. And does it tell me what my average is so far? 14-day average. Fasting is 270. Pre meal is 271. And post meal is 284. But like I said, it's been steadily dropping. I started at like 417. So, oh, they probably did, but there was a lot of numbers on all those pages, and I didn't pay that close attention to them. I just listened to the words that he said. The details aren't important. The details are up to the doctor. The battle is up to me. So I will focus on the battle, and he can focus on the details. Sound good? Because I'm not a doctor, so I don't need to dissect all that. Do I have anything to polish glass? Low blood sugar will get me the shakes. Well, so far I'm a long ways from getting low blood sugar, but I don't know. Maybe in the next week I can start looking at that. I just gonna keeping keeping an eye on it, and hopefully we can even out. I've been eating like a damn rabbit for a couple of weeks now, but I eat a lot of cool stuff, apples and celery and carrots and salad. And uh, I discovered this paradise salad that's got fruit in it, and you don't even need to put dressing on it. It's amazing. So yeah. Um, I don't really have a glass polish per se. We got Squeaky Monkey Rewind to Raw. Um, it's it's a little aggressive to be considered a polish, but it takes water stains off. It takes hydrophobic coatings off. It takes just about any kind of a glass stain off. Good stuff, but don't bring my meter to work with me because I ain't got time for that shit while I'm here. What's up with you guys? Somebody tell me something new. Be excited about all that stuff. Enough about me. But the good news is we are in full swing with the year. Pistachios. I learned that pistachios are pretty decent stuff, but I've been cracking them open with my thumbnail. I think I'm starting to cut into my skin under my thumbnail because it's getting sore. I need some of those shell free pistachios, but then I'll eat them like I eat everything because they're good. And I probably shouldn't eat that many. So if you crack them one at a time, then I guess you got to go slow. But they're good. I like them. Yep, I heard rumors to that effect too. Good news is my sodium levels were low, like under the average or under whatever the bracket is that they put there. Not like crazy low, but my wife is very anti-salt, so I don't eat much salt at all. I like that, Anthony. Hey, look, it's an Alex. Where's my headphones?
What's poppin'?
I got an Alex.
What? Oh shoot! Anthony's Auto Detailing. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen Cash in a while either. I get
Alex, you haven't
recommend.
seen Tool Talk in a while.
I I uh I was recommended to listen in on Cash. And I was like, I don't got time for Cash right now. Just been very busy. Well, like I'm like super ahead of the game though. Kind of. Oh no.
you're you're kind of caught up, so it feels like you're ahead because you're never caught up.
No, I'm not. I'm just caught up in school stuff, and now I just need to be caught up in everything else.
Fine balancing act. What's that you got there?
What? Oh, my vape. Yeah, there's something about a dog person owned Chrysler 200 back windshield that just made me say fuck it.
I don't know. I heard you were out back smoking cigars too.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, let's
Yep.
get all that nicotine in me.
Yep.
And you was doing
Yeah.
so good too. I was so proud of you. I was like, man, I wished I could do that. And then you went and
Yeah.
undid
What?
it.
Almost 4 months.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know like I was supposed to be working on the thing the lanyards. But then I seen like Rick. He posted a concept of some like orange and blue ones, and I was like, oh, those are kind of cool. So I meant to get with Tallman about it and see if like he still needed help with those. Um, I did kind of get like a rough draft like started, but I didn't give it the finishing touches. And right now, I'm working with Ryan Wilcox to get like a e flyer going. So we got that. It's not a windshield though, just a back glass. What are you talking about?
I don't know. They want to know what happened to your face.
Oh, oh, the name tags. Oh yeah, I can do that. That's easy. Maybe I'll do it in between classes tomorrow. Cause so I finish my first class usually by like 3:30, but yesterday we were out by like 2:30. So it was like, what do I do now? So I just sat in the computer lab from 2:30 to 6.
Brendan's in the house.
Oh, what's up, Brendan?
Jet black
What's
window tinting.
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, back glass, but I don't know. Back windshield just sounds cooler, I think. Back glass.
Well,
It sounds like slang. Rear
Americans
window.
call it American Americans call it back glass or rear window. Everybody else in the world calls it a windshield.
Well, so we're in the hood, and I feel like it's a hood thing.
So they call it the back hood.
Classes end for me the last week of June, and then I'm good until September.
Got like 6 more. Stupid.
Yeah. I almost did a summer 2 class. And honestly, I kind of like these summer classes cuz yeah, it's 2 days a week, but it's 16 sessions in 8 weeks. It's like you're doing I don't know. I just don't like it when it's dragged out. I was doing my homework the same day anyways. Like so it's not like it really mattered.
What's
I
up,
don't need the
Howard?
extra week. Oh, Howard.
You know what, Howard? I think you're onto something. The tint probably should go on the outside of the back.
I heard you can do that with Lux. Am I coming to the reunion? Maybe.
Yeah, Alex took cuts.
I don't know yet.
What do you mean you don't know yet?
I gotta give him the element of surprise.
Oh, I'll give y'all the element of surprise. So Alex came and asked me if he could go, and I told him I don't know yet. And then he went and booked his hotel and bought his plane tickets and shit. So looks like he will be representing this year. Wait till he finds out all what I'm going to have him doing while he's there. No rest for the wicked.
I'm gonna we're gonna make a costume that looks like a box of Helios.
Hilarious. You know, what'd be really cool is if they could just hurry up and fix my damn website. But it is nice to know that only admins have a fucked up website. I don't know what else isn't working right. But did you call Milong?
Oh, I
Min
didn't.
Lung? You're gonna need to do that real quick. Just let him know that our website's been acting a little wonky, and we noticed he had a couple of failed efforts, and wanted to make sure that I don't know what we want to make sure that, but if we could help them get the order through, we'd like to. While there's still time to get it out today. That is
Oh,
correct,
jeez.
Cash.
Did you at least check it on Stripe?
No, I told you. He went through the Square for Amex and it didn't work. And because they've been disabling and enabling everything today, I don't know if maybe there's just something wrong with Square, but you can run it through Stripe and try it. As odor wise, I don't know. It's just through a red flag. We get people trying, that don't have the money on their card or whatever, tries to place an order and it gets declined. It always gives us a reason, but this one is saying generic decline. I don't know what that means. We're gonna have him checking it out. What's the issue, Marquise? Have you went onto Stripe and you got an account on the Stripe website so you can log in and look at it? Because I got a little bit of experience with Stripe. We use Stripe quite a bit. That has to go to their website. Uh, oh, people are messaging me. Hands, it never does, but it's not bad. It's okay, actually. Trying to help some folks out a little bit. All right. Yep, Alex shaved. He decided he was going to go for the professional, like more business type look, and he shaved his face off, but then hasn't got around to getting the haircut yet. So yeah, he looks a little messed up. First issue was a generic decline. Second issue says it failed the zip check, but it also shows that it passed the zip code with a green check mark next to it. So if you're having a problem with a certain person and you're sure that it's legitimate, when you go in there, let's see if I can. I'm going to find a payment here. Okay, so let me share my screen for a second. I think there's, all right, share screen. Because Stripe's going to become a little bit of a thing for people, I think. And so we'll just throw this up here real quick. Don't look at any detailed information, but here's a payment that failed. Now, if you look over here, um, you've got that's the ID for the person that's trying it and all this other stuff. But these three little dots right here, oh, you can't see it. These three little dots right here, you can click on in the corner and you can click add to allow list or add to block list. If you add them to allow list, that green lights their security, but you want to keep your security in place. A lot of people are like, but sometimes people have fat fingers or they just punch in something wrong. And Stripe is really good about flagging things like that. And if you start lowering that standard, then it might get a little iffy. So
Yes,
you're
he's in a weird situation where his card has been declining other online stores, but he didn't think anything was wrong with the card because he tried to make an Amazon purchase and it failed. And then like a little bit later that day, he went to the gas station and swiped it and it went through. So he's discovering that his swipes are going through, but his online orders aren't going through.
Yeah, so he just needs to call the card people and say, "Hey,"
Yeah.
and they'll be like, "Oh, did you try to do that? Okay, we'll reactivate it. You can go ahead and use it now."
Yeah, Rick lost weight and I shaved. Well, I'm trying to clean up a little. I'm like waiting on a haircut, and I'm just tired of like losing hairs in film. And well, it's probably well, I discovered it was the dog's hair, but like I thought it was my hair, and I know some people get hairs in their film, and I don't it's not a risk I'm willing to take. I'm about to just shave my head. Um,
Alex, I don't
what?
get hairs in my film.
And I just want to
May
keep a clean shaved face, and that way I can like look good with a button up if I have to go present myself for whatever I need to present myself for. So I don't know. I'm starting to think
yeah,
ahead on presentation.
what he said.
Yeah. Well.
Holy cow, did you guys realize Matt is still alive? He's just sitting there talking to people. He's got a
Yeah. We
false
wonder.
he's got a oh wait a minute. This was like oh no, they're just trying to show me his old I don't want to see his old lives. I don't care. Never mind. False alarm. Matt's not live.
He's always live.
He goes in spurts.
He's like the window tinting Kardashian.
Yeah, that guy. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know. Got a lot of work. Got lots to do.
you got lots to do?
Next, try that light beard look. What does that mean?
Nobody knows.
I get like nothing. I got like it looks like have a beard, but like honestly, it's like five hairs that just curl into each other. So it's like it's a fake. It's facade.
You guys want to see what Mary did this weekend? We only got a couple of videos because we're still practicing at that, trying to get videos. But this is a
Oh
this
shit!
is kind of an ominous climb, and she wanted to give it a go. Her Jeep was barely wide enough to straddle this thing, and as you can see, it's deep and it's steep. But here she goes.
It's got some decent depth perception on this camera.
Yeah, it's not too bad. That's her iPhone. I wish she'd have shared. I sent her the video that I took too. I wish she'd have shared that. You'd see how close she was to falling in that. And if she falls in that, it's kind of bad. And she almost fell in right there. Get me in my no belly having self.
It's from all that hill climbing.
It probably has a little to do with it. I have to tell her to stop or she'll run over me. That's her gladiator. It's so long. And that's about it. But the gladiator's so long, she just needs a little bit of guidance because obviously it zigs and it zags, and her back wheels are so far back, it's kind of hard to keep her back wheels up on the high ground too. We were hoping that we could keep it level, and I think we did pretty good.
Didn't seem too bad.
The driver's fault. It's the guides if she hits you. Well, that's why I tell her to stop because I'm standing on that hill too, and I know it looks pretty okay on the camera, but trust me, it's a lot steeper than it looks on the camera. It just is. But that's the bad thing about cameras, I reckon. Oh, Matt is still live. He's got one Facebook viewer. Interesting. He's been live for 3 hours. There's no car behind him. He's just sitting there BSing.
Doing
Probably
skateboard
in
tricks.
Yeah, what was that about? So you watched him a little bit today?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right. You was in the office with me
yeah, I was watching it with you.
talking about skateboard. Let's see. So that's that. Square, on the other hand, guys, getting back to the whole stripe thing, and Square, on the other hand, is it's a little more. Well, I don't know. I haven't tried to go online and interact with their stuff in a long time, but it was a little more difficult. Yeah, Alex, are you competing again this year?
Yeah, I think so. It's expensive this year, and like I want to because I like to gauge myself like with where everyone else is at with myself and stuff. It's not like I don't know. I don't really like plan on winning, but I do plan on like trying my best, and it's kind of cool to like I don't know. I like the experience. It's not bad. I feel like as a tenor, I've grown a lot since last year. I mean, I'm like doing my own touch ups and stuff at the shop. Like Charles doesn't even look at my cars anymore. They just fucking go out the garage door and it's gone.
That's good.
Yeah. And I feel like that says a lot. Like if I can do that at Tint Squad, I feel like I should be able to do that anywhere. Because I feel like Tint Squad has pretty good standards.
Tennis Squad has ridiculous standards.
Ridiculous standards. Like like just to put it into perspective, on window tint stuff, people are like, oh, this customer complained about this, and it would be like one dot, like somewhere off in the corner, and then be like, oh, tell them the IWFA like 5 foot rule and this and that, and like, nah, like if that was Tint Squad, that would have gotten redone for sure. If like the customer has to complain about it, like it's just I don't know, it's just how it is over there. No, and like, I mean, we're we're sisters with the film store, so it's not like there's no film. Like, just, well, plot another one.
It'll cost some money
It adds
and
up.
time. And, I mean, tint can cost what it costs, but the bottom line is your time is your most valuable asset, and
But
you only have so much of it.
we charge what we charge, and there's a reason why we have good Google and Yelp reviews, and there's a reason why people keep coming, and there's a reason why people have an empty schedule and we stay booked. Like it's just part of the game, I guess. Like, hey, what's up, DW?
Dave!
And I'm getting a lot of like word of mouth because I don't advertise and stuff. Like I don't feel right posting on like the community pages like, hey, I tint windows, come to me. Or I feel like Facebook Marketplace, every time I see somebody have problems with people on window tint stuff or WFR, it seems to be people they found on Marketplace. So I'm not really, I don't know.
100% of your problem customers are going to be the ones that you didn't charge enough for.
Yeah. And
Whether
I'm
you
not
give them a
about that.
discount, a deal, if you try to be the cheapest spot in town, you're going to have a lot of those customers. The more expensive your prices are, the less of those customers you get. And
Like now,
here's another food for thought too when it comes to pricing, because a lot of people think that they need to be price competitive, but the reality is whether you got a good price or a low price or a high price, if you're not getting exposure and people don't know about you, you can't sell something people don't know about. So there's that. But the other thing is, if you do get the exposure and you're staying busy and you hate your shitty customers, your price is probably too low. And I know what you're thinking. Well, who's going to pay the higher prices? Believe it or not, there are a lot less people that'll pay the higher prices than will pay the lower prices. But there's a lot less shops going after those people. So it kind of evens itself out and you get a lot more of those high dollar customers. And I'm telling you, if you charge somebody $1,000 for a tint job, they won't even look at it twice. You charge somebody $150 for a tint job and he's going to point out every little blur, every little speck, every little dimple that he can find. And then he'll accuse you of damages in his car in places that you never even were close to. It's just the way it is, and that's a pattern that I've noticed over a long time.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty busy this weekend. I got um 5 possible completes, all with windshields, and 2 sets of doors, one with a windshield.
So screwed.
It's a lot, and they all
Were
want
you
orbit.
making were you making time for all this?
We're just gonna do it because July's coming up real soon. So I need all I can get. I'm buying a house in July, hopefully. So, yep. Slow feet don't eat. I don't know. Like, I got Duquante helping me out with some of them, but there's like some jobs I kind of got on my own, like word of mouth, and like he's not a bad tinner. There's just like the little details, and I kind of feel like I've like turned into Charles in a way, and I just don't know if I'm like I don't know. Like he can deal with the customer support from the people that he brought in, you know? And like I don't know. I'm so at the tin shop I use a plotter, but at home I hand cut,
That
which
because your
I've got.
plotters.
Yeah, I don't have computer cut right now, and then I still don't have the blade calibrated. I don't even know where the power cord is, to be honest. It's somewhere.
That'll slow things down a little bit.
Yeah, it's just that it's not collecting dust because I have a sheet over it, but it's a decoration at this point. Sorry, new here from Matt's channel. Honestly, like I like hand cutting because I don't know, just because I like to get that hand cutting practice in. I haven't hand cutted for very long. I haven't even tinted for very long, really. And it just like feels really good knowing that I can do a good hand cut. No, it's actually a Vivor. It's a Chinese plotter from Amazon that I found at a pawn shop. But I mean, and then like it's not compatible with like a lot of softwares, but it is compatible with some of them. So that's good. And it's only a 38 inch. So there's that too. But no, actually I think it's a 36 inch. It's a
You
30
should
something.
find out. It's definitely 30 something.
Well, I remember what we came down to was like if I can cut a 60 into two 30s, it would be like perfect for the plotter. But I would have to like practice rearranging the patterns. What's better, one size fit all or your own custom tit? What are you talking about? Are you talking about sizes? It's called Vivor, Vevor. I got it for like 150 bucks.
At a pawn shop, right?
Yeah. And like the one thing that I don't like about it is how the force goes by fives. So it doesn't have like very good precision as far as the force. So you have to like use a combination of the force and then like physical blade adjustments.
Well, see, when you set up your plotter, it should be all physical blade adjustment and then go overboard on the force. And as long as the blade can't reach all the way through, you'll never have a problem.
But and
But
it's
everybody seems to think that it's something to do with balance in the force, and it's not. You don't want to go. I mean, if it takes say 17 grams to cut through the layer of film, you're not going to want to set it at 30. But to set it at 20 or even 25 should be fine as long as your blade is adjusted properly.
so on average the monthly cost for subscription for software like varies a lot between different software companies, but we carry Computer Cut, and the way that we do it is that it's a $250 one-time fee. And that covers like what would have been the dongle like with the other softwares, but because it's like a cloud-based database, ran through a third-party network, they charge the 250. So that's like out of our control and out of Computer Cut's control. But for a monthly Tint subscription, it's $150 a month, and then I think it's also 150 for the PPF only. But then there's a discount if you do both at the same time. And I don't remember the
Big
price at the top
discount,
of my head. Was it like
200.
200? And what's cool about us carrying Computer Cut is normally to get Computer Cut at the discounted rate, you would have to be a Solar Guard dealer, and I'm not sure, but you had to buy like X dollars amount of film per what annually. But like we've decided to just give it out for that discounted price, regardless if or like whether or not you're a Solar Guard dealer, a Helios dealer, or what. It's just it is what it is. So that's cool. And in my experience, so far from Computer Cut, a lot of the patterns are really nice. The ones that aren't so nice, you can click and it gives you handlebars. Like think of it kind of like Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. You got these like anchor points, and you can actually click, or you can click and drag, and it'll make a square and select multiple points, and you just use your arrow keys and like move them over a little bit, and then it allows you to save your version of that pattern. So you got to think like every tenor is a little different, and one tenor's definition of a good pattern may not be the same definition of a good pattern as another tenor. So every tenor's got like their preference to what a good pattern is. So, but the good thing is that the pattern is close, whether it is up to your standards or not. And all you got to do is just make those minor adjustments. Yeah, the nodes. And you save those. And when you pull that same year, make, and model again in the future, it'll actually show up a prompt, and it'll ask like, "Would you like to?" Or it'll say, "Hey, you have um, saved versions of this pattern. Would you like to open those up?" And then you can like hit yeah, and there you go. And after like so many cars, like you just kind of like build up to like your preferred edits to the patterns. And I think that's another cool feature. And film and vinyl design also had that, and that was like pretty cool. I'm not familiar with LTV. But you know what?
LTD.
It would be cool to get the plotter set up and going and stuff. You know what I should
Yeah,
do? What if I like mounted the? Well, what if I like? made taller stilts or like made a shelf for the plotter to go way up, and then I could just like plot the whole car and just like
Yeah, that'd be easy to load.
whatever. I just get a step stool. You know what I hate though? So like trying to guess where the plotter's gonna go next. Like when you line up like multiple doors with quarter windows, and like the one time you do it, it'll do like where's my hands? It'll do like this door and then this door, and then it'll come back, or no, it'll do this door, this door, this door, this door, but then it catches you off guard and it goes this door, then way down here back to this door and then this door. So like, dude, it caught me way off guard once, and like I let go of the film when I shouldn't have let go of the film, and it just like all started crushing. uh, and it gets my adrenaline going too. Like if like I start fucking up the pattern as it's plotting. Oh my god. Digi, I believe, is about 90, and the film and final design is 130. DAP is 150. Core, I believe, is the highest.
DAP is 300.
I tried to go with Digi before we carried computer cut, and I got the trial, and it was just not compatible. There was no support.
It just wasn't going to work. And I think Digi is, unless they raise their price, they're like 90. Problem with DigiCut is it's so basic. It's like if you need to do anything else, you need a different program. And for a lot of window tinners, you're not running FlexiSign and your software. You get your software, and that's as much as you want to afford, especially if you're just getting started out. So you really want a software that's going to take good care of you and do lots of things. One of the other cool things about Computer Cut is if you do need, say, you need a logo or a sticker made, they have a free service that you just send them a JPEG of something that you need to make a logo or a sticker or something out of, and they'll send you back the cut file. It's freaking cool. Speaking of cool, you guys want to see something else cool? Because I just found another something else. Although I must find it. It's here somewhere. Check me out. This was actually 2 weeks ago.
Shit, look at that Bronco.
Yeah, it was Bronco Day,
Was
but
it
I don't
really?
care. Yeah. So there's a lot of Broncos there that day. Let's see. Can you guys hear this?
Nope.
These is them 43-inch sticky tires. You get them nice and warm, and all of a sudden they decide they're going to grab. Not quite yet. Now they're starting to get a little grabby.
Oh shit. It's almost that time.
Is it almost? Oh my God, it is.
Yep. And I gotta be somewhere at 6:30.
I got to be
I gotta
somewhere at
go.
7. I got to be all the way out at Fenton.
Oh yeah, I gotta go to Home Depot to buy my sawzall. I'm gonna go
Here it
do
goes.
that.
Here it goes. It's going to grab. It's going to go. Ready and give it. There it goes.
Hell yeah.
That was a good time. Well, guys, it was fun hanging out with you. Um, Still got to work on coming up with some topics, but things have been so scattered around here. We haven't even had time to discuss anything. But
Maybe next week.
maybe
I'll
we should give
brainstorm tomorrow.
Alex. I was going to say we'll give Alex homework. He can come up with. Oh, I know something Alex is going to come up with. He's going to come up with an app for our stores, so you can just have it, click it.
I don't know. I was thinking about starting with Helios and doing like a Helios app. But
Ayana's
alrighty, guys.
Ayana's packing an order, making Jimenez wait.
I'll go help
I love
her.
it.
I'll see ya.
All right, we'll see you guys.